All right, let's try another one. This one is from Cree, which is an Algonquian language, which is spoken primarily in Canada. And yeah, so Cree is widely spoken in Canada. It's pretty cool. This little description mentions that it's found from Alberta all the way to James Bay in northern Quebec, so way over in eastern Canada. Last time I taught this class, there was an NHL game which had been played shortly before we did this problem, in which there was the national anthem was sung in Cree, which is pretty cool. So I'll try to find that a video of that for you. I played it in class last time. I don't have it on me at the moment, but I'll provide you a link on the web page. Yeah, so this is a very Canadian language, I guess you could say, but what does it do morphologically? There's one kind of fun feature of this, which should become obvious hopefully fairly quickly, but it has to do with the pronoun. So we can take a look at how to express I see versus we see in these first two example forms here. So I see is ni wapaten and we see is ni wapatanan. And they're the same, right? Except for the fact that we have a bit of an on here at the tail end. So how does that correspond to these different pronouns exactly? We can kind of also contrast, say, I see with you see, ni wapaten versus ki wapaten. And we can make a guess that the first bit of that is the pronoun part. So ni is I and ki is you. And we see something similar here in the we form and also the you plural form. They both start with what we saw for the singular pronouns, ni and ki, but then they add a bit at the tail end. So, hopefully you've caught on to this by now, but this is a form of circumfixation. So to express the concept of we put a ni at the beginning of the verb and an on at the tail end. And for you, plural, it's ki at the beginning and then awa at the tail end. Yeah, and then the rest is just the verbs. So what's the verb in the case of C? It's wapaten. For cut, it's machishen. And for sit, it is tapi. Yeah, so that's pretty straightforward, I think. But like I said, it just exemplifies this phenomenon of circumfixation, which is not common among the world's languages, but you do see it every now and then. Yeah, so there you go. I'm not going to say anything further about that one. And I'll move on in the next video to morphology practice set number 4.